What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all doing absolutely fine. And today we're gonna continue with this story I studied yesterday. It's the hypothesis of failure. So let's do this. My name is Gush, at length of the lawyer admitted. Upon pressure, he would also have confessed to the Phineas C, but he did not consider it good practice to volunteer information. I did not receive your card, he continued, by way of rebuke. So I know you didn't, remarked the visitor coolly. And you won't just yet. Light up? He threw a leg over an arm of his chair and tossed a handful of rich-hued cigars upon the table. Rich-hued. Well, Gush knew the brand. He thawed. Thwed. I'm not sure you guys know this word, thawed. Just enough to accept the invitation to smoke. You're a divorce lawyer, said the careless visitor. This time there was no interrogation in his voice, nor did his words constitute a simple assertion. They formed a charge, a denunciation, as one would say to a dog. You're a dog. Lord Gush was silent under the imputation. You handle, continued the visitor, all the various ramifications of busted up connubiality. Wow. You're a surgeon, we might say, who extracts Cupid's darts when he studs them into the wrong parties. You furnish patent. Incandescent lights for premises where the torch of Hymen has burned so low you can light a cigar at it. Am I right, Mr. Gush? You have undertaken cases. I have undertaken cases, said the lawyer guardedly, in the line to which you figurative speech seems to refer. Do you wish to consult me professionally, Mr. The lawyer paused, with significance. Not yet, said the other, with an arch wave of his cigar. Not just yet. Let us approach the subject with the caution that should have been used in the original act that makes this powwow necessary. There exists a matrimonial jumble to be straightened out. But before I give you names, I want you honest. Well, anyhow, your professional opinion of the merits of the mix-up. I want you to size up the catastrophe abstractly, you understand? I'm Mr. Nobody, and I've got a story to tell you. Then you say, what's what? Do you get my wireless? Do you get my wireless? You want to state a hypothetical case, suggested Lord Gush. That's the word I was after. Apathetic. af, apothe- apothe- apothecary was the best shot I could make at it in my mind. The hypothetical goes. I'll state the case. Suppose there is a woman, a deuced, fine looking woman, who has run away from her husband and home. She's badly matched on another man who went on her own town to work up some real estate business. Now, we may as well call this woman's husband Thomas R. Billings, for that's his name. I'm giving you straight tips on the cognomens, who knows. The LaFerrier chap is Henry K. Jessup. The Billingses lived in a little town called Susanville, a good many miles from here. Now Jessup leaves Susanville 2 weeks ago. The next day, Mrs. Billings follow him. She's dead gone on the man Jessup. You can bet your low library on that. Lawyer Gooch's client said this with such an unctuous satisfaction that ever the callous lawyer experienced a slight ripple of repulsion. A slight ripple of repulsion. I should know the meaning. He now saw clearly in his famous visitor the conceit of the lady killer, the egoistic complacency of the successful trifler. Now, continued the visitor, suppose that Mrs. Billings wasn't happy at home. Well, say she and her husband didn't give worth a cent. They've got incompatibility to burn. The things she likes, Billings wouldn't have as a gift with trading stamps. It's Tabby and Rover with them all the time. She's an educated woman in science and culture, and she reads things out loud at meetings. Billings is not on. He don't appreciate progress and obelisks and ethics and things of that sort. Old Billings is simply a blink when it comes to such things. The lady is out above his class. Now, Lord, don't it look like a fair equalization of rights and wrongs that a woman like that should be allowed to throw down Billings and take the man that can appreciate her? Incompatibility, said Lord Gooch, is undoubtedly deadly. The source on much marital discord and unhappiness. Where it is positively proved, the worst would seem to be the equitable remedy. Is this man Jessup, on to whom the lady may safely trust her future? Oh, you can bet on Jessup, said the client, with a confident wag of his head. Jessup's all right. He'll do the square thing. Why he left Susanville just to keep... Why? He left Susanville just to keep people from talking about Mrs. Billings, but she followed him up, and now, of course, he'll stick to her. When she's get a divorce, all legal and proper, Jessup will do a proper thing. And now, said Lord Gooch, continuing the hypothesis, if you prefer, and supposing that my services should be desired, in the case, what? Declan rose impulsively to his feet. Oh, dang, the hypothetical business, he exclaimed impatiently. Let's let her drop and get down to straight talk. You ought to know what I am by this time. I want that woman to have her divorce. I'll pay for it. The day you set Mrs. Billings free, I will pay you $500. Not really much this time, but anyway. How much would it be that time? Probably a lot. $5,000, $10,000. Alright guys, thank you for joining me today and see you tomorrow on the next part of this interesting story. Thank you, bye.